handlebars. It's a pretty straightforward swap. All that has to happen is these 4 nuts come off, the end caps come off, and then you just slide them off. Now this grip is going to be a little sticky, so I'm going to have to get a screwdriver under there and move it around to undo the glue. But other than that, just undo it, put my new ones on that are not chrome, and I'm done. Super simple. Not too bad on getting the handlebars off. I just did a time lapse because it really was just that simple. So your set of Allen keys, I had the socket set, but you can use a normal Allen key. Those just came off in 4 bolts here. Now the handlebars I got, you can see the difference, right? So I had already rotated back the old chrome ones. These are officially, the black ones I got are officially clubman bars. I got them from a motorcycle shop in town here. It's called Vintage Motorcycles. It's in Memphis. I'm just gonna figure out what angle I like this at. Probably gonna tweak it and change it over the next couple of weeks as I ride, but gonna get an initial angle in and then make sure that I torque everything down correctly. Super important. Handlebars can't move while you ride. That would be an adventure. So while I'm kind of figuring out the position that I want this, what I'm watching for is really when I grip it to make sure that I have a straight line in my wrist. So I don't want it tilted back when I set the controls like this, to where I have a bent wrist, because I feel like that'll just create undue pressure on my wrist and I'll get sore. So instead of this, I want something more like that. So that'll be a much more comfortable ride. I do have handlebar risers. I'm going to put those on just because I am a little bit taller. I'm 6'3", so I'm taller than the average guy, so I feel like having it up just a little bit will still give me the look that I'm going for without the super aggressive stance. Partially because I'm also kind of crunched up on the foot pegs as is. So we'll see. Found a spot I liked. I'm just going to hand tighten this for now with my ratchet, and then I will come behind with a torque wrench to make sure that I get it right once I get it set. Putting this grip on is probably going to be a little bit of a pain. There was some glue left over on the handlebar. I'm going to see if I can just slide it on. If not, I'm probably just going to get a little bit of soap or WD-40. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't want it moving around, but I definitely don't want to glue it. So I'm going to see if I can just get it on by hand and wrestle with it for a minute. One thing to note, first, I took the towel and put it on the gas tank so I don't scratch anything. Very important. Second thing, when I took this off, I did use the flathead screwdriver. I tilted it in towards the handlebar so that there's no cuts and divots on the inside of my grip, because I am going to reuse this for now. I'm going to get probably brown ones when I change the color of my seat and recover that. But for now, using the black one, so I didn't want to tear it up. So I'm going to wrestle with it and torque everything down, and I'm done. That was only slightly ridiculous because that went on way easier than I thought it was going to. So it took all of 10 seconds. It doesn't move around, so I'm just gonna leave it. So we'll see what happens. The handlebars did come with these plastic end caps. I don't know if they're supposed to go on there, but I'm gonna put them back on there. I just think it looks nice. I'm gonna look at the torque settings and torque all this back down and then go for a ride. I looked at the torque settings, and honestly, I'm not exactly sure which one is which. So it says the handlebar hold down nuts are 35 Newton meters, which is like 25 foot-pounds. So I'm assuming that that's these 4. Now there is also a handlebar clamp nut and a handlebar adjusting nut. One is supposed to be at 27 Newton meters, which is like 20 foot-pounds, and the other's at 11 Newton meters, which is almost nothing. So I'm just going to go through, use a little bit of thread lock on all of it, just because I know the handlebars are going to vibrate a lot and I don't want it to come loose. I'm going to do 25 foot-pounds, which is 35 Newton meters approximately on these, and I'm going to do 20 foot-pounds, which is 27-ish Newton meters on these, or on the positioning nuts for the handlebars. So if it feels like it's gonna break, I'll probably stop because I don't want to break it. So that's that. So I'm not sure that that's supposed to be 25 foot-pounds. That seems just awful tight. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. We'll just go to like 15 foot-pounds. We'll see how that works out. So when there's two bolts and you're using a torque wrench, you don't want to go immediately to the correct torque setting on one, because it will always loosen the other. So I'm going to tighten it down to 15. So I did 10 on the top and then 10 on the bottom. I'm going to bump it up to like 13 and then go to 15. And I'm going to do 2 clicks on each. Two. One more to each. I'm all set. And here are the handlebars. I think they look much better. The mirrors are still a little goofy, but that's for another day. I think it adds a much nicer profile to the bike. And I'm done with that. The handlebars were easy. It's a quick video. Thanks for tuning in. It was quick, so there's no need to do a long video. It's probably refreshing from my 15-minute videos. I'm sorry they're so long. I'm going to try and cut that time down just a little bit. I talk too much, obviously. So check out my next one. I'm going to do license plate brackets. I'm probably going to post both of them at the same time. Please like and subscribe if you like what I do. Comment below if you have any questions, complaints, whatever. I'll take all of it, and I'll see you next time.